Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and back to another ride with me video. I have another lesson today, so obviously I'm going to bring you along with me. I had a lesson on Monday as well, which I did film, and I rode a new horse for the very first time. He was super sweet, such a good boy, and honestly so fun to ride. Very sadly though, I filmed the entire lesson in time lapse, so it turned an hour-long lesson into a 14-minute video. Yeah, very sad, very disappointed, because I wanted to remember that ride. Like, it was my first time riding him and he was so fun, and he's just like a little bit green, not that much green, but just like a little bit. So it was super fun for me, and I'm really sad that I didn't get it, but I am going to record this lesson and hopefully I don't make the same mistake, because I've done that before. It is currently raining, so I think it's safe to say that we're gonna be riding indoors. It is only drizzling. I think it would be super fun to ride in the rain. Not like torrential downpour or anything, but if it's a little drizzle, I think that'd be super fun, but I don't know, we'll see. So I'm going to head to the barn now and I'll see you there and we'll see who I'm riding. That's my man over there. Hey, handsome. First meeting. So far, an absolute gentleman. So this handsome gentleman with the big butt is Mister Filo, and this is my first time ever actually riding Philo, so you guys get to kind of get a first impressions with me here with him. Right off the bat, I can tell he's such a sweet guy, and he is massive. Now, he's not the biggest horse in the barn, but he's definitely one of the largest horses that I've ever had the chance to ride. Apparently he's super smooth. I've seen him around, I've seen other people ride him, and he does look a little bit slow, so I'm expecting to have to put a lot of leg on him. So I'm just getting Philo ready for our ride, giving him a nice groom and getting him all tacked up. And look at the size of his girth. That is massive. He is a big boy. So Philo is all ready to go. He's looking dashing, and I'm super excited for our first ride together.
I really want to know what Philo's canter is like now.
I'm curious. Wow, that was the easiest bridle. Good boy. Let's fix. Listen, yeah. Okay guys, and now that Philo is suited and booted, it is time to head into the arena. The outdoor arena is just a little too wet today, which is a bummer because we have to spend the entire winter inside. So I always get sad when we have to ride inside instead of outside, but that's okay. I'm just happy that we get to ride. So I am just checking Philo's girth, and honestly, it felt a little bit tight, so I didn't tighten it up too much, but I definitely do think that he was puffing out his belly. I'm sure that we all know a horse that does that. You go to tighten up their girth, they take a big gulp of air and they push out their belly so that it barely fits. And then the second you start trotting, you realize your girth is way too loose. So I definitely think that's what Mr. Filo was doing. He's a little goofy boy. So after I finish checking the girth and my stirrups, it is time to get on and ride Philo. He's so wide. What a pretty view though. He is. I like the way his neck is. Okay. Testing my brakes. Good boy. So first impression, guys, he doesn't feel super lazy at all. I was expecting him to be a little lazy because he looks a little bit lazy, to be honest, when I see other people riding him. But when you're up there, he does not feel like that at all. And I watched some videos back of me riding him from this lesson, and he honestly looks so slow. I have no idea why he feels so fast. It must be because he has such a long stride length, because he looks like a slowpoke. But when you're up there and you're on top of him, he feels like Bullet Bill. He's really responsive to my leg. I don't have to put a lot of leg on him at all to get him to go. It was not that hard to push him into the corners. I did have to put a more inside leg and kind of put some weight into my right stirrup to push him into the corners. But he was pretty responsive, and I didn't have to carry a crop with me at all. And now it's time for us to pick up the trot, and let's see how smooth he is. No, this is the first. I'm very excited. Is it? So, yep. Philo was puffing out his big belly, trying to act like he's fatter than he actually was when I was tightening his girth, because once we started trotting, my trainer was like, your girth is way too loose. So I just tightened it a little bit more and then asked him to pick up the trot again. First impressions, absolutely lovely. He was super smooth. I didn't have to put a lot of leg on him. He felt like he was going really fast. But like I mentioned, when I saw some videos of me trotting, I was like, why does he look like he's going so slow? I swear it felt like we were zooming. But no, must just be his long legs. Wow, he's smooth. Yeah. He's got such like long, elegant steps. Long and elegant. Yeah. So you'll see Philo lowering his neck quite a lot and giving it a nice stretch. He must be feeling a little bit tense or a little bit sore, and it's good to encourage your horses to stretch a little bit when you're warming up. So every time he would lower his neck, I would lengthen my arms a little bit and loosen the reins to kind of encourage him to get that stretch. And he was actually doing this quite a lot throughout our lessons, so I guess he must have been feeling pretty sore, and I just want him to be comfortable, so I let him do that. It didn't really bother me. I was staying balanced. It's not like he was pulling me forward and throwing me off, so I was letting him have little stretchies here and there. Good boy. So before getting on Philo, I was told that he doesn't really like mares very much, and he doesn't like any horses in his bum, which is fine because that's his private area. I respect that. So I tried to make sure that I was keeping really good spacing with Philo. So every time we were getting a little too close to another horse, I made sure to do lots of circles to maintain good spacing. And Philo had to pause to take a little bit of a bathroom break, and his little grunts are so cute. I love when horses grunt when they go to the bathroom. I think it's so funny.
Me? Yeah. I love the view from up here. His neck is gorgeous.
So now we've just changed reins going across the diagonal, and I made sure to switch my diagonal when we were in the center.
Let's practice half seat on your long side.
Okay, so now we are practicing our half seat when we're going across the long sides of the arena. I actually quite like half seat. It's super comfortable. I used to be so bad at it. I couldn't stand up. I would just fall forward or fall backwards, and that really tells you where you have your imbalances. So it's pretty cool to see that I don't have any issues with that anymore. Just see I'm so much more balanced.
What are you groaning about?
Okay, Philo's little groans. I think those are like the cutest sounds in the whole entire world. Why is he so cute? So now we are practicing our sitting trot, and I love riding sitting trot on a smooth horse. They make it so easy. It's the bouncy ones that really test your seat on sitting trot, but Philo was super comfortable, so I quite enjoyed doing sitting trot on him. So now we are just doing a circle over on one end of the arena over the pink poles.
Okay. Okay.
So it's kind of hard to hear there, but what my trainer was saying is that when I was letting him stretch his head, I was letting the reins go super loose, and then he was kind of getting the habit of taking them out of my hands, and then he was also tripping over his own feet a little bit because he was way too low. So I can encourage him to stretch by lengthening my arms and lowering my hands, but I don't want to actually let the reins slip through my hands, which is what I was doing. So now we're just taking a little bit of a break, and now that all the hard work is over, it is time for us to canter.
I'm sorry you missed all of that. I'm sorry you missed that, but you had a little jetpack moment.
Is John?
Yeah. I'll go again, yeah.
So my trainer just had to step out for just a quick second, and she just happened to miss my canter. So we got to go again, but he was so funny. It's like hard to hear with the audio, but when we first started cantering, he was tooting up a storm. It was like he was using a jetpack. It was really funny. But a lovely canter, very smooth. He did feel super, super fast. He doesn't look crazy fast, but he did feel really, really fast.
Got it. got it at the last second.
So I did happen to lose my left stirrup. I've been pretty good with them lately, but honestly, I usually always lose the left one, only when I'm going to the left. My trainer mentioned that I kind of lean a little bit to the left when I'm cantering to the left, and that's why I lose that stirrup. Going to the right this way, I kept both of my stirrups.
I could feel the moments where we had like a collected canter. Yeah, and then I guess I would just kind of like maybe lean forward and put my hips too much and he'd be like, let's go.
Overall, I think we had a really good canter. He was definitely super speedy and his super long stride length was a little bit not scary, but definitely not what I'm used to. It was different, but I did really like his canter. So now, just to finish off the lesson, we get to do no stirrup work. I was actually kind of like, woo, we didn't have to do any no stirrup work today, but nope, now we get to do it at the end. So I just did a couple laps of no stirrup posting, and then also just a couple laps of no stirrup sitting trot.
Posting no stirrups is really comfortable on Philo.
And then we got to cool off the horses for a little bit before heading back into the barn.
Okay, this is gonna be a long way down. Yeah, you can have a little treat.
So I had such a lovely ride on Philo. He's such a good horse and he was so smooth and so comfortable. I really enjoyed riding him and I really hope that I get the chance to ride him more often because he's been here as long as I've been here and this is the first time that I've ever had the chance to ride him and I would love to ride him more. I did really enjoy it. So now that we're all done, we're going to head back into the barn. Philo actually does have another lesson shortly after mine, so I'm just gonna let him hang out in the barn, and once he's all done for the day, then he gets to go back outside and hang with his friends. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more horsey ride with me videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.